day of the Autumn Carnival in Sydney, and Paddy, we've been left to our own devices. BJ Lobb's out for a week. Where is he?
Oh, what a coward.
Where is he?
What a coward. Willinga Beast gets beat in the head-to-head duel. That was a bit of a bone crusher, our Waverley Stars sort of finish, sort of go at the end of the race.
He wouldn't see that like that at all, but yes.
Paris Dior got there, and I haven't heard from Blake since. Not one word.
I actually know the bet he had on Willinga Beast and the price he took, which was 17s. So he was, there was a bit of talk to him once the race finished, and that he wasn't commenting into any little groups or anything like that. And then I got a phone call from him. That is the phone call that I got from BJ. That is what's the word? That's the most bitterly disappointed I've ever heard him.
And what'd you say? He said, he goes, I'm not coming on the podcast this week. I've had enough.
I'm quitting.
I'm pulling the pin. I can't
remember what members had it for. We had the good price in members. I think it's 16s or something. So the whole of last week was extremely tough. I have spoken to you these last couple of days. I found Saturday for me was the worst day of punting I can remember.
I'll tell you a little story. After Paris Dior got up, I was feeling invincible. I was feeling walk on water sort of invincible. So I thought, today is the day to launch. Let's really get airborne today. Yeah, good choice. Good choice. I think
should have gone home after race 3 or whatever.
2, 3, and 4. Yeah. Some of the comments I've heard is absolutely throw the form book out the window for that meeting.
Yeah.
There were horses known for running well in the wet that were going absolutely backwards, getting 40, 50 lengths. There were horses that are known for not running well in the wet that were winning, coming down the outside fence, coming up the inside fence. There's
Look, it's we'll get on to Nash's ride in a sec because it was, and there's not much to say that hasn't already been said, but it was a bloody tough day. I obviously had the back end of my 150 to 1 multi. That was I'd spent the money, as I told you all. You
went and bought a kettle barbecue.
Mate, I've gone all out. Beer fridge, I've got all stuff on order. No, it wasn't, but it was a tough old day. I backed one winner on Saturday, and that was Knight's Order.
Oh, yep, in the Sydney Cup.
Yeah, Rachel King nabs a Group 1. So it was very well done.
You had Go Wanji.
Go Wanji didn't win. You're a dickhead. Did you watch that race? It should have won. I was stitched up for my $100 strategy last week. Oh, you know who? Can you put this in your cannot be serious file? In fact, she's been in your files before. Steph Thornton.
Oh, great jockey.
I can't catch her. She thought she missed a kick. She did by a millisecond and then just rode it like, oh, mate, I was very upset. So Night Mariner came last. $2. I think it got into, no, actually it didn't. Something else went into favour. It still jumped at like $3. And then Go Wanji did miss the kick, then absolutely stormed home and got beaten by a nose by a 40 to 1 shot. So I'm flying. And I had where you just lob everything into, okay, I'll do that. And then I had one double, I think, left, which was, I had everything into Go Wanji, and then I had Go Wanji into Smart Image. And yeah, it was a shocker of a day. The members did show a slight profit. I didn't follow the strategy exactly to plan, but I mean, if those guys get Willinga Beast? What am I looking at? Willinga Beast up. It's a I don't know. That's 50 units, I think, returned or something like that.
Could have took the queue at $10.
I know.
Quinella.
How does that happen? How did none of us take it? Did you have it?
No.
So what did BJ had never talked Willinga Beast. Honey Creep was quite.
She's never talked, was always under the pump. It did not handle that track.
Yeah. Jack Kessel, he did get a return, $25 on Marzu. Yep. So not a profitable week for Jack either.
His deductions probably would have cost him some of his stake.
Yeah. So, well, it's look. The best thing about racing is there's always next week, especially the big races. And we've got a huge double header with the Champagne Stakes, the All Age Stakes, and of course, you know, we got to go into a little bit of detail on or talk about Fireburn. You know, can she complete the Triple Crown? Take out this weekend's Champagne Stakes. So that ride on Nash.
Yeah. So do you know how he thought of it? It wasn't through walking the track. When he came around the turn on Think It Over, he saw someone in the front row with a cigarette, and he rode straight at them, grabbed it straight out of their hand, and did the last 300-400 meters with a dozer in his mouth.
That's, you know why, and that's where I don't agree with the stewards. They thought he was whipping, but he was ashing.
Yeah,
he was ashing. Oh, that's 40 grand a ciggy.
He was trying to ash behind its behind, so it didn't burn it.
Mate, that is shocking. You can't say that about Nash. No, it was phenomenal. I love it. Thinking outside the box. It's kind of like I have to say, the stewards I hope they're in your firing line for You Cannot Be Serious, because they can't be serious. They dead set need to like that was a huge spectacle. That was thinking outside of the box. That was getting everybody talking, and then you've whacked him with 40 grand for something that doesn't take the win off him. So I've got to ask you this, and I wish BJ was here because I wanted to pose this question to you both. If he doesn't use the whip excessively, does the horse win?
Yep, still wins.
Okay. I think that's conflicting. I think a lot of people don't believe that.
No, but mate, 40 grand? He's not even worried about that.
That's not the point. That's not the point I'm making. I'm not saying about Nash getting fined the 40 grand, but if it was the difference between winning and losing, what's the point of 40 grand? What's the point of the rule?
Sorry, I've answered that wrong. I wasn't saying no to it. It would have won if he didn't whip it, or no, yes, it would have won if he did whip it, or whatever. I'm saying that no, you'll never know.
Okay.
So no, there's no. Okay. The answer's a pineapple, because on one hand, there's never been a protest upheld. I think there's been one from a dead heat, been upheld due to excessive whip use. But
yes,
until they put a value on it, which they don't want to, because I guess if they say,
what's the value though? You mean they take the win off him?
Well, I guess what if they said every extra whip use is worth a quarter of a length?
Yeah.
Like, there's no value on it. I'll touch on it more in the You Cannot Be Serious.
Okay.
I'm in full agreement with you. I'd love to say yes, it would have won if it wasn't whipped that many times. But how do you know? You don't know. You don't know. At the end of any race, you never go, wow, that thing would have won if it got whipped 5 more times.
Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah, and it's hard, I suppose, but that I kind of, I don't know. I just love talking about this stuff.
Well, I'll tell you what, it would have been tough to get that horse to the outside fence without a whip.
Yes.
Because you need the shillelagh to really steer him, and it was going in a different direction to everything else. I don't know if you realise, but at the track when I was watching it, I'd had a couple of beers. I was trying to watch Mount Popper and Think It Over at the one time. My eyes, it was like I was a chameleon. Someone goes, geez, mate, I thought you were blind, but not that blind. I was watching the inside rail and the outside rail at once.
You owned a horse that went down that road of tactics, didn't it?
Oh, well, I spoke to Nash after the race, and he said he copied the tactics of Red Dress at the Gold Coast that day.
Can we find out what race that is, and we'll put that up? But I was there that day. Your horse was running, and we've spoken about it on the show before, and we thought it was going to run into the inside part of Members.
Yeah, but it just
that bottom bar.
It ran to Coolangatta Airport. It's the tactics were stolen, obviously, from that run.
Yeah, obviously.
But yeah, I don't know. For those that can remember, straight after the race, first thing I thought of was Osborne Bulls in the Everest. I haven't seen a more arsey ride than that day until Nash did it on Think It Over and won.
It was bloody good. It was bloody good. It was. Look, and trust me, I was all in on Very Elegant. Don't get me wrong, and I didn't have any other bets in the race. And if I did, it wouldn't have been on on Nash's ride, but it was, I cannot, I love it. I love seeing it. And I don't think there should have been the 40,000 fine straight off the bat to say, yep, excessive use of the whip. They've got it. I think they need to draw a line. But look, let's, if you want to delve more into that and you can't be serious, let's rip it.
You cannot be serious. That ball was on the line.
Well, the stewards are at it again. I can't look. I'm not going to take full aim at them this week. I will include them in my "you cannot be serious."
Were they last week's?
I do have a side note. Yes, what were they for last week? Who were they penalised?
Oh, it was the gun,
my
Brenton.
Man, Abdullah,
yeah,
for pulling along Tommy Berry on Fireburn. But I can't believe fining someone for too much whip use is like fining someone for who's whispering the loudest. They're literally fining someone for an unknown. They're saying that, yep, we can't file a protest, but we'll fine him because of the optics. This will make us look like we're doing our job. We've brought in the rule to say that you do excessive whip use, but we're not going to go as far to say that it affects the result of the race. So look, I'm setting that aside. I'm saying congratulations, Nash. We've seen a ride that'll be spoken about until the day you die.
Yeah.
For any racing follower, these are the sort of rides that you look at and go, wowee, I can't believe I witnessed that. And I can't believe one person was thinking so far outside the box on a day where the race is worth $4 million. And I guess you sort of get that leeway when you're on a horse that's 40-1, that's not meant to handle a wet track. And he took that leeway and at the end of the day looked like an absolute genius. So good on Nash. My "you cannot be serious" is for those that were on track on the weekend. I don't know how you can go to a place that is so bullish and braggadocious about their facilities, the wink stand opening up, our members is the best. We got the best race, the most expensive race, 40 minutes in a beer line. No matter where you looked, in the members, in the public, out the front, wherever you were going to search for a beer, you had to stand for 40 minutes. I cannot cop it. I don't see the point of going in members. I don't see the point of going in the public if you have to stand around and wait for a beer for that long. I would rather stay at home, drink a beer, bet on the telly than do that sort of stuff. And so my aim is at the AJC for
ATC, isn't it?
The ATC, it was the AJC, but the ATC
20 years ago,
completely understaffed, 40 minutes to get a ham roll. Like it's a friggin' ham roll. I could have bought one in a lunchbox. But
sold them.
Yeah.
They've gone to shit after Navash announced he's leaving.
Well, everyone that worked at the racecourse must have been at his going away party because they didn't have enough people serving beers and making ham rolls. I'll give you the hot tip. So yeah, my "you cannot be serious" is the ATC.
Okay.
This is Sydney. You're trying to put on events that are going to pull people in. I don't understand how you can expect people to pay the money and go out to an event when they've got to spend most of the day standing in line.
I love it. So let's just a quick recap. You begged us for this segment. Begged. Just go, let me have it. Just give me a soapbox and let me spray. You've gone, the weather.
There's spit all over me.
Yeah, you're the only one out of all of us that has a waterproof microphone. You've gone the weather, you've gone Zaki, you've gone the stewards once, you've gone the stewards kind of another half, and the ATC. You were aiming high.
Oh, what about Zaki? My little bumhole was so puckered up and tight when it was going for the win. I thought, no, I would have had to give the punt up for 6 months.
6 months.
I'm a man of my word, and I would have done it. I got a few texts up.
You are not a man of your word. You would not have given 6 months.
Sorry, I'm a man who says words. A
man full of words.
I would have attempted to give 6 months, but
Look,
I was happy.
That's tough.
I was happy.
6 months. 6 months takes you to, what are you?
I would have been
September, October. You come back. You return for Spring Carnival. You're gonna. If you're gonna have 6. If you're going to have 6 months off the punt, this is the 6 months.
Brizzy Carnival. Wow, I didn't come back for Very Elegant Day. I mean Melbourne Cup Day.
Yeah. You're back. Yeah, very good. Very good edition of You Cannot Be Serious. Well done, mate.
But yeah, mate, and also reaching out to you, that multi commiserations. I did follow you into it. I went all in with you. It's a tough wash having a 150-1 ticket on a potential horse of the year or previous horse of the year, and it just doesn't handle the track like so many others.
I was stupid on Saturday. Like it wasn't like I said, it wasn't a big ticket. Like I didn't have a lot on. I think I told you what I had on, but so it wasn't like a big loss if I didn't get it. But God, I'd taken an absolute bath up to that race, and then to have that as like a kick in the teeth, and then chasing those last couple of races, and just it was a day. This weekend I'm going Sydney Quaddie. I'm going $100 strategy, and that's it. I'm going to have a little bit of a and
probably a bit of Brisbane, Melbourne, Ascot, Darwin. That's it.
But that, apart from those, I'm not bunting much. Apart from those 4 race cards, I'm going to have a break. I'm having a break.
Apart from the 7 major meetings, including Launceston and Darwin.
Is Launceston? Oh, okay. Apart from Launceston, we could do this all day if you want.
All right, but why don't we rip in and find some winners on Saturday?
Okie dokie. Let's get in. We have a double header of Group 1s this weekend, kicking off with the Champagne Stakes. Look, we did mention it at the top of the show. Can Fireburn complete the Triple Crown? Take out this weekend's Champagne Stakes at $1.50. But you've been talking about it. So that's the Triple Crown is the Golden Slipper, the Size Produce, and then obviously the Champagne Stakes. $1.50.
Mate, I did say after this horse won the slipper, we are looking at possibly one of the most talented slipper winners we've ever seen.
So did you know only 6 2-year-olds have been able to do it? Can you name any of them?
Burst?
Yes.
Piero?
Yes.
No, give me the other ones.
Dance Hero?
Dance Hero gave audience, yep.
Tears,
yeah, that was before us.
Luskin Star,
one.
And Baguette.
Bounding Away?
No, that's it. That's the only of the 2-year-olds. So just on that, and you said Burst straight off the back, that's the only filly to do the Triple Crown.
I think that's why I may have known it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, look, it's big. It's what's the word? There's a lot riding on this horse. I think we're still going to be, I know you guys have got good weather down there at the moment. You guys have slated to get good weather for the Easter weekend, but I think we're still going to be dealing with a pretty soft deck, probably a 6 or 7.
I'd say that it's going to be improving the track because we've had F all rain. It's been sunny, quite warm, hasn't been too cold in the morning. So yeah, I would say the track will be improving and race a little bit fairer than last week.
Yeah, well, let's see. We can't do weeks like this. So then what happens? Like racing just drops off a cliff after this, doesn't it? Where do we head?
Goes to Brizzy.
No, we don't. We go somewhere else first, don't we? Don't we head down to Adelaide?
Oh yeah, there's 2 weeks or 3 weeks.
Then we just sneak down to Morpheville. Then we go to Brizzy. I'm actually
get a Goodwood in.
I'm getting my all hardwood might win the Goodwood.
All hard, mate.
That'd be good.
And make Woodhead.
Yeah, it's look, I'm really keeping my eye on Brizzy at the moment because I want to have a good winter carnival, good strong winter carnival. I've got a little. I'm going to be king of the north. I've got a little Brisbane double in my $100 strategy.
Do you really?
Mm-hmm. I haven't been. Steph Thornton is on neither of them.
She your new Bailey Nordruff.
Oh, Bailey doesn't ride anymore, does he?
No, he's retired. That's why we can say his name.
Oh, okay, good. I think it's Steph.
It's Steph.
I think it's Steph Voldemort.
She dates another jockey up there, doesn't she?
Boris.
Is it? That's her brother.
I hope they're not dating.
I don't know.
There's a million Thorntons. I think there's three siblings racing. I think the mum is a trainer. There's a lot. There's a bit going on, mate. There's a bit going on. But I'll tell you what, out of the Thorntons, she's the one I'm back on the list.
I would be spewing if my other sibling's name was Stephanie, and I got Boris.
Yeah, no, it's true. And the other sibling has a normal name too. And then there's Boris.
Kevin, Steph, Boris. Yeah, she's dating Ben Thompson.
Oh, your mate. You had a lot. Didn't you have a bit to say about Ben Thompson and his ride against?
Oh yeah, SFB.
Oh, that's right. So between those two,
ooh, cuckoo.
we're staying away from. I'm not going to say anymore. We're going to get in trouble.
Oh no,
okay,
that was the clock that I've got here.
Okay. So we have.
Cuckoo.
We've got. Oh no, it's gone off again.
That's off.
Is someone crying in the background of yours?
Oh, it's just my wife.
Yeah.
She
She hates that good clock.
She hates that clock. Every time it goes off,
It sends her mental.
goes nuts.
Okay, 1,600 metres, race 4 at Randwick, the Group 1 Champagne Stakes. Punters.com has got it as the Mott and Shandon Champagne Stakes. The Motty. There's I was actually just reading an article that Tommy Berry wrote, and he was saying that he's not declaring she's extreme, but he says that there's he just needs to make sure that Fireburn doesn't run a mile. That's literally what he said. We can win if Fireburn doesn't run a mile.
Yeah. Obviously ghostwritten for Tommy Berry, that article. Where would he find the time?
He got 8 kids.
Yeah. Where's he just, hang on, guys, I'm just going to duck away and put 2,000 words together.
Are you betting in this race, and are you betting anything other than Fireburn?
This will be carrying the hopes of a nation's multis, Fireburn. This will be all up into football games, probably into some tennis. I see there's a new tennis man on Tips and Slips who's doing some massive write-ups. So
you're going real well. Oh, that's 2 cases of beer for the year so far.
What do these people, mate? It's the multiple calls. Like, I can't do not disturb enough.
Oh, because if you do not disturb, if you call 2 and yeah. Who is it though?
It was Hilda.
Oh, yeah, he knows. He knows he's on everyone's do not disturb list, so he calls everyone twice back to back.
He might. Hang on. No. We've got someone for the $100 strategy. Thanks, mate.
Thanks, mate. We've got a couple of people for $100 strategy, actually.
He wanted to do the $100 strategy again.
DJC sent us one. I'm not sure if I'll play it or
not. But yeah, mate. Fireburn for me here. I want to see it complete the Triple Crown. I love this. Love the history being created.
Yeah, I think so.
Right in front of our eyes.
Yeah, I agree. I'd like I wanted She's Extreme to win the last 2 occasions. I can't back it here. I kind of have to get on the in fact, Fireburn's popped out $1.65 with who's got the best odds at the moment?
$1.65, really.
Play up.
Tell
you what, if you haven't got a play up account, look in the description of this video or this podcast and start one. They are
yourself a favor.
They are actually flying at the moment. I had whispers of them buying other bookies and stuff. Like they are going to be, they're offering everything now. So I'm loving the boys over at Play Up. And they're very helpful with us, actually. They're thanks to Peter and the crew.
After the weekend just been, they all would have been trying to buy each other.
Yeah, us.
The amount of money that they won off the punters.
Oh, geez, they would have been. Yeah,
I'll buy you.
I'll
buy you.
It was a bookies weekend. They were awesome. The bookies been talking to us all this week. No wonder.
Yeah, Mumsy couldn't even hide it on the radio how happy he was.
He started off the Monday thing with you guys. Yeah.
Oh, boys. Party. You had a party?
What did you just drive up in? Oh, you got yourself a new Lamborghini.
Oh.
Look at Munsey pulling himself in and out of Lamborghini.
Oh, and someone's got your paperwork in the one behind you too.
Yeah, they've absolutely made killing. But look,
yeah, mate, I'm glad.
Bounce back this weekend. We've got Fireburn. We're going to get to see it. We're going to see history. I agree. Brendan Avdulla, Gary Portelli. You know what? I hope after the line, when he puts another 4 lengths on him. He brings them up. He brings them up again. He brings them up again.
This race could nearly get me back into margin betting.
I'm having a break. You're going further down the path.
Did I give it life or 12 months? I don't know. Well,
I don't think it was either. I mean, you just bring it back into your fold when you need it back into your fold. So
I'll listen back.
All right, let's get into the all-age stake. Race 8, 1,400 metres, Group 1 at Randwick. Our current favourite, let me just update this bad boy because I want to have the best odds. So we have Forbidden Love at $5 with Top Sport. We have In the Congo at $5.50 with Sportsbet. Moanga, $6.10 with Boombet. If you haven't got an account with Boombet, join below. Another good set of dudes. Sportsbet holds the rest of the best odds here, early days. Tefane at $12, Cascadian at $13s, Nimmerley at $16 on the short backup, Sierra Sioux, Ellsberg Overpass, all of them sitting here at double-figure odds, except for Olmedo with Pikey on board for Neesham at 101 to 1. Firstly, I have to say I love this race. This is a great race. I think the 3 favourites are very deserved favourites. I think we're going to see a real battle for who takes the lead. I think In the Congo is going to want to take it. I think Ellsberg probably going to annoy the shit out of him.
Forbidden Love.
Like, where do you see the? I think Forbidden Love's got a fair bit of work to do from barrier 16. So, does it try and take that lead? Does it try and get out early and come across? How do you see this playing out?
There'll be a few jumping out to see what happens. Mr. Mozart as well will be up there. Nimmerley, who just strung them along at 30 to 1 last week. You've got Shelby will be up there. Overpass, who's led them up before this preparation and beat the likes of Animo. So
I don't really see how this is going to.
There is plenty of speed in game. Well, that's the thing too, that the jocks are likely to jump out and sort of just go, who's going to take it on? Or they might end up, a few of them end up really challenging for the lead, which will set it up for your Cascadians, your Hungry Hearts, your Moangas. So yeah, this race got a lot of shape to it, and there'll be a lot of tactics at play because there's milers coming back to the 1,400. There's sprinters stepping up to the 1,400. It's a real exciting race.
There's a lot of horses that could be a real nuisance to some horses that should be in this race, and they're not. I can see Almeida causing havoc, shout the bar, like it's I think it's a big question. Do you think Forbidden Love can get out there and try and get up in behind In the Congo or Ellsberg or take the lead? It's got a fair bit of work to do.
Oh, don't get me wrong, mate. A few of them might get out and drive them nuts, and it might be able to just sit straight in behind them or one off with cover. So, yeah, for those that like Forbidden Love, you couldn't be talked out of it. It run just in behind them over the mile in the Doncaster. So
I feel like we've seen some movement in the market here. I think Moanga's actually just shot out a bit. I don't know why. Like, I think it's had a fair bit of movement. Like, I think, here we go. We've opened at $4.80, around that $5 mark, and it's now at $6.10. In the Congo hasn't moved. And look, actually, In the Congo, it's a horse that it's been a good podcast horse for me. You know, I tipped it at good odds really early on. I've kept following it in. I think it's absolutely primed for this race. It's third up. It has had a win at this distance, and that was in the Golden Rose. I think it will get the lead, and you know, TC knows what to do when they're out the front, and you know, we know it's a gay Waterhouse horse, so it's rock hard fit. I think In the Congo is a very, very good bet here.
Yeah,
very, very good bet.
On the week backup, isn't it?
Short backup.
That small field with Marzu. Marzu and Paulele. But yeah, man, there's
nothing wrong with there's nothing wrong with the short backup on grounds like this. People aren't worrying about them at all.
It's a real soup, this race, though. Winner can come from anywhere. I don't know if you remember, but a few years ago, I tipped Tefane in this to beat Piero in its last ever start.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, and it just got there, didn't it?
Just got there when in the high
in Piero's last start. Yeah.
we were drinking at our in our kitchens and watching on Zoom. But yeah, mate, for me in this
I
race,
remember that. I remember that good. That really did spoil the party, didn't it?
What?
Tofano.
Oh yeah, spoiled the Piero party.
Yeah.
Run into Hickman on the weekend. God, he's got some shiny Barry beef.
He's an interesting character, isn't he?
Brand new, he's those Barry beef. For me, mate, Moanga on top here. I'm going with Moanga because it is a 1400 meter specialist. Loves the distance, loves the track, loves it first up. It's got to miss, but through a few setbacks, it's gotten to miss some of these bottomless tracks that could have really flattened a few of these horses. So I'm thinking that Nisham wouldn't have it going towards this race if it was 100% not only fit, but also ready for a big carnival, because it'll go to Brisbane after this.
Yeah.
And I can just sort of see it really dominating here, being the fresh horse on the scene and then having a big carnival. But yeah, like you said, man, you've got horses like Tofane and Sierra Sue here that are 1400 meter specialists too, that are in double figure odds. Forbidden Love coming back from the Donny, Ellsberg coming out of the Donny going into this. You've got Shelby 66 stepping up to 1400. It's an absolute treat, this race.
It is a beauty, and the winner dead set could come from anywhere. Yeah, look, I originally had Moanga. Actually, was speaking to DJC yesterday about it. He's very, very keen on it. Tommy's declared it the best ride of the day for him. I don't know. I think I've just got to stick within the Congo. I don't mind the short back up. I know this is, Moanga's first up, and there is a bigger race planned for this horse, but is there a bigger race planned for in the Congo? Or you think he very well could be peaking here?
Yeah, but it's third up. Fitness wise, it could be peaking third up here, and then it'll head to Brizzy. But that's for that same reason, being on the quick backup after running on such a hard track. The same people that say that they'll be super fit, there's the opposite that would say, wow, that it was a tough run. So,
well, how long has this horse got to be up for? When's the Doomben 10,000?
It would be in about 6 weeks, would it be?
They're aiming it for that. So what?
Doomben 10,000.
10,000.
Tickets,
please.
May 14th. So it's in a month.
Okay, so exactly a month. So to get this run under its legs, I know in the Congo is going to go there. I think Palele is going to go there. Moanga probably going to do the same.
Pretty expensive tickets. Hopefully the bar lines are a bit shorter.
Mate, it's Queensland. You can get a 4X from anyone. There'll be someone walking around selling ice creams and 4X.
And they'll be 16. Moanga for me is a great race and a very undervalued race at 600,000. This should definitely be $1 million race.
Yeah, I agree. I thought that same when I was just having a look at, well, when I read it out before, I'm like, 588,000 total prize money.
Yeah, I think after this year, PVL will be putting this up. And you got also like Cascadian too, that I think started favourite in the Donny and was in a completely different race to everyone in the race. Only got beaten 4 lengths. It's a massive chance too at double figure odds. So there'll be a genius this weekend. And
hopefully it's one of us.
Yeah, hopefully it is.
And that's a tough quaddy leg. You're going to have to go fairly wide. I don't mind. I actually don't mind Tommy's ride in the next race, that Art Cadeau. He's had plenty of
Terry. I think from Canberra, isn't it?
Yep. Or down that Goulburn. Somewhere. Art Cadeau.
Terry Robinson. Then that race is a chance for all your crook mates that you can just tag them straight away when they come out and tip Creaderis.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Good luck.
Bag and tagging. Creaderis fan? Yep, you got problems.
Get out of here.
The Kementari Creaderis double.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, as well, mate. I've spoken to my man at MM. They big parade, flying, of course.
Oh, fuck it. We'll cut this out. I don't want to lead anyone down the garden path with any Martin Noonan mail you give it.
I've got some more Noonan mail.
Is it going in your strategy?
Money from the score. Oh, no. But something in that race is going in my strategy, and I had to ask him about it before I put it in.
Save it, and we'll get to that then.
The BLACKBOOK files for week 2. This week we're heading to Cranbourne from last Friday night, race 2, number 2, Feudal Empire. I thought this horse was outstanding. We actually had a bet in this race. We backed the Haas. He sat on an even tempo and he was okay, but this horse got out the back of 373 days. He built from the 600 and he produced the best last 200 metres of the meeting. He went 8.5 lengths above standard time for that final 600 metres. Producing the best sectional late suggests that he's still got more to come. I think he'll step up in trip now. He's in the right camp. Kieran Maher and David Eustace. He went 2.7 lengths above standard time for that last furlong, and that was his best work. So I think he's going to eat up 1,400 metres. Wherever they take this horse, we can follow him. So that is Feudal Empire from the Kieran Maher and David Eustace team.
Futile Empire. Okay, so obviously Beej isn't here this week. He's sending in his stuff. He's actually with everything he's got leading. Obviously his biggest block of work is Thursdays, Fridays, Saturday mornings for members. But his missus has a wedding that I think she's in the wedding party. I think they'd both be going if it wasn't for work and Sunny as well. So he's got the kiddo for a good 2 days straight on his own, and they've only got a young kid, so he's got it. The work that he has to do can be done in Sonny's nap times, and I think he's knocked out those videos, and then he's still doing everything for members. So he's so if you can hear, I don't know, could I hear bloody Coco Melon or Wiggles in the background there?
Coco Melon.
If anyone has kids and they're thinking about putting Coco Melon on, don't. It is like crack for children. Oh, nice Queensland sun shower in the background.
What?
Warm
in the morning, rain in the arvo.
Yeah, rain in the arvo. Bloody beautiful. If you can see, that's a nice little back through there. I'm at the HQ. I'm at HQ.
ASP headquarters.
ASP headquarters, aka the leg up.
Do you want me to run through before I send that mail?
No. Absolutely not. Let's get into the $100 strategy. Actually, I've got a couple of members' strategies. I haven't actually listened to them. I've got to give a shout out to Clary, John Clary. He's texted me his $100 strategy a couple of times. I need you to record it on your phone or record a video or something and message it to me. He's a great supporter of the members only. He's up there in Cairns. Hope he's enjoying a cold one listening to this, but I need him to send it to me. I'm not going to read it out, actually. I've got one here from our man, Josh Twiddle. Joshy, over to you, mate.
Yeah, g'day, boys. Take 14 for me with this voice message. Hope I get this right and I can cop some leg up merch. If that's the case, get your curtains ready for printing. I'm a big boy. Kicking off this $100 strategy, I've gone with a $30 multi on Clemenceau Caulfield race 2 to win, Polly Gray Roundwick race 7 to place, and Pondus Caulfield race 7 to win. All up, that's paying $17.40 at the moment. So decent odds there. And then the best bet of the day for me is Pondus Caulfield race 7. I've got $50 to win on that. And then a little farewell bet for Tefane, $20 each way at 11 and 3.2. Cheers, guys.
Firstly, Josh sounds like he's a big boy. Coming from a big boy, Josh sounds like a big boy. These tones were...
Kiwi.
Is he?
That's to be a Kiwi.
Josh Tupaya. Sorry if I mispronounced that, mate. Josh Tupaya Twaddle. He's a champ. Oh, I don't know. His voice.
Big Josh.
I thought we're doing like love song, dedication. Hello, lovers. What's on your screen? Oh, something flicked up on your screen then. Your fingers blurred out. Yeah, that was great. I'll get that written down. There was a lot of bets there, but it was
That was perfect. That
it was
perfect,
fantastic.
Josh.
I like that Tony came in at. I like that he's here for the free merch. He might not even listen to the potty. He's here for the free merch. I did get one sent to me from DJC. He was meant to be our fallback if we didn't get any. We had a few send through theirs late. I'll chuck in at the end because he's up and about. He's being a bit funny.
I like hearing him on the records too because he sounds very, very business.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's a bit like a mullet on the recordings. He's business at the front, and then I know as soon as he hangs up, he just can't wait to just tornado a beer.
Okay, well, who you like? Who have you got for your $100 strategy, my man?
So, mate, I need some prices here, but for my $100 strategy, I am going all in one. I'm going $100 straight away on one bet.
Oh, here we go. That's what I like to see.
I've got to launch. There's no use trying to spread it around when you're going for a few shorties. I'm going Frank Packer Plate, race 3, straight Aaron, number 4. It is an absolute weapon. Last start, absolutely toyed with its rivals. First up when it got beat by Lock Eagle, you knew it was going to take improvement for that run. It looks like it could be one out of the box. And, yeah, I think it's justified. It's even money quote with the that's put on the board. I did ask the Newton stable about money from the sky. They said blinkers on first time might be worth a small each way bet. So that's just for the punters that want one for the multiples. But yeah, straight Aaron's going in the multi for me. All upping that into Fireburn in the Champagne. Obviously at the short quote, want to see this horse create history. And then we're going to the all age stakes. Going to take Moanga a place. What place price you got for me there, Woodhead?
I got 205.
205.
You might be able to find better. Where did we say it was with? Did we say it was with player?
Mate, I'm happy. 205.
No, Boombet. Boombet's got 610. Sportsbet's got 550. So you get a little bit more for the place, but we'll give it. I reckon we give it to you for about $6.50 the multi.
650 is the total multi.
Yeah.
$2.10, 205, 165. What, mate? That's 710.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
710. Happy with 710.
That's 7.
I'm having the straight 100 on that. I think it's
You've gone the mug punters route.
What's that?
The short. That's what us mugs do. We just the shortest price favourites of the day into a multi.
Sometime, mate, I'd love to go. I'm probably going to have something small on Moanga or a win as well. But yeah, I really do enjoy that multi because Fireburn's obviously one out of the box. Straight Aaron is an absolute weapon. As much as I would have loved to have been throwing Big Parade in there, it is just it's quite a tough race, that sprint race. And I can see something like Kementari or one of those sort of horses sitting on its back and maybe pulling its pants down. But at $1.85, I couldn't take it. I know it was $4 in the all-in market, but I would have been more confident taking those sort of odds, but had to leave it out.
Leave it out, mate. Very good. I like that. Just $100 multi. I'm gonna take you on in that in the all age. I'm gonna have $50 on in the Congo. It's been my horse. I think I've got to have it there. So I'm going $50 in the Congo for all the reasons I mentioned before, and then I'm gonna have a $50 Brisbane multi.
Yeah,
I'm not scared off. Steph Thornton for Take Out the Jockey Challenge. Just kidding. I'm going to go, we're at Eagle Farm. So I'm
Eddie Thompson.
I'm going to go Street Dancer. So race 3, number 1, Street Dancer. I don't know if you remember this horse. It was knocking around in I think it started off around like Newcastle, provincials around there. Went to Sydney. It placed. They must have had a very, very good opinion of this horse because they threw him into a heap of group races, and he actually placed in the is it Gloaming Stakes? I can't remember. I didn't write it down. The Gloaming Stakes. It's a Group 3 in Sydney.
2-year-olds, isn't it?
Yeah. So I think they put a mountain of fitness into this horse. Its last start win at Doomben was absolutely dominant. It got a peach of a ride from Ryan Maloney. He got covered the whole way and then when he brought him into the straight, he just let down, and it absolutely put that field away. I think it won by about 6 lengths in the end, and that was over, I think, 2,060 meters. I really like that. It's fairly short. I think we're going to get about 2. Can you have a look at these prices for me, actually? That's Eagle Farm Race 3, number 1.
Mate, I seem to get the crappiest prices.
All right, let me have a look. Let me have a look. Yeah, let's just say 245 right now. I'll put the prices up when we post it up in the socials. But it is, like I said, it's a $50 multi. It's a double at Eagle Farm. I like Zousol in race 8. This is a phenomenal horse. It's back. It's had 100 days off. Bringing him back to start his winter campaign. First up, it's had 7 starts first up for 5 wins. So it's a first up specialist. It's one of Golin's best horses, but it is out and out an absolute champion. I'm sure something bigger is planned for this horse, and I definitely think they can pick up a nice win here. Brad Stewart slots back into the saddle. He's had a few wins on him before. This horse just needs a good interrupted prep. It has had a few little issues after kind of some of those bigger runs. I think when they took it down to Sydney, it looked good, and then it would just have the brakes put on it. So I think it come up with a bleed and things like that. But it just needs a good, uninterrupted, healthy prep. And I think we're going to see a lot from Zeus Style the next couple of months. So I think that multi should get you about $7. But like I said, I'll put all the odds up there. So yeah, race 3, number 1 Street Dancer, into race 8, number 1 Zeus Style for the we got to come up with something. I'm gonna find us some winners up in Brisbane. I'm committing.
Jeez, mate, that race that Zeus Style is in is quite a tough race.
It's a good race though.
Bloody oath.
But this horse is an absolute gun.
What about Estela Rocca in there?
Yeah, I know.
Ran half a length to Malkovich. That's a nice race.
And hold on, where are we? Yeah, and they're getting what, 10? Sorry, Boombet's got Estela Rocca at $13.20. So his trial's $3.10, mind you. Archer's Paradox, it's a nice little, it's Simply Fly. That was one they thought was absolutely going. I've just got Steph on it. It's Stampy, Emerald Kingdom. It is a beautiful race, but like I said, I think Zeus Style, I throw it in the same kind of class as Go Wanji last week. Obviously, Go Wanji didn't play out the way we wanted to play. This is...
Where have you gone? You're on the green screen.
Oh, am I?
Yeah, what's that?
What do you mean? Oh, I don't know. What's that? I've got a bit of a problem with me camera. There he is. I'm back.
Oh, I thought you were going to do some CGI or something.
Yeah, come into the weather.
Yeah.
And I've got BJ's $100 strategy here, so I'll play that.
G'day, punters. Sorry I'm missing the show this week, but I'm going to jump on board, give my $100 strategy. Let's kick off with the first race at Caulfield. This horse was in the Black Book files a few weeks ago. We're going to have $28 on Caulfield, race 1, number 6, +4s. Thought he was outstanding on debut. He had the best last 200 metres of the meeting. That was over 1,000 metres. He was held up. He raced green, Preble sticks here, gets up to 1,200 metres. I think he's going to be here. Very hard to hold out. So $28 on +4s. And then we're going to go over to Randwick, feature of the day. Randwick, race 8, number 14, in the Congo. I'm going to be having $33 the win on this horse at about $5.50. I think he is going to be seriously hard to beat. Third up now, Tim Clark goes on. He was good first up, carrying almost weight for age in the Galaxy. Shelby 66 beats him. He gets a 7 kilo weight swing on Shelby 66 under weight for age conditions. That's if Shelby 66 gets into the race. But then he went to the Yarrow field. He went very slow in the lead there. That didn't suit him. Marzu was always on the bit and he was too strong in the run home. He's got a better turn of foot than in the Congo, but that's not in the Congo's game. In the Congo's better off going at a strong clip, getting them off the bit and proving too strong in the run home. So I think In the Congo will lead at a much faster clip here, steps up to 1400 meters. He's a winner. He's a Group 1 winner at 1400 meters. He beat Enemo in the Group 1 Golden Rose, and I think he is going to be seriously hard to run down. And then we're going to the best of the day, Caulfield, race 9, number 6, Glint of Hope. We're going to be having $39 the win on her, $4.25 available. About her, that's the best with BoomBet, our friends at BoomBet. I think she is going to be seriously hard to beat. She gave 4.5 kilos to My Whisper last start, and that filly has gone to Adelaide and won in Group 3 company. They gapped the third horse there. This filly had the second best last 200 meters of the day. I think she strips fitter for that, stays at 1600 meters, maps absolutely perfectly, and I think she is a filly on the rise and she can win this on her way to Adelaide. So that is my $100 strategy. 39 the win on Glint of Hope, 33 the win on In the Congo, and last but not least, $28 the win on +4s in the first at Caulfield.
BJ, just stealing my tips.
God, we'll have a waffle.
He was going on. What have you been doing for the last 10 minutes? You fell asleep.
Tell you what I haven't been doing, and that's turning his TV down.
I know. I thought it was Wiggles for the kids. That was the races that time, BJ. Turn your telly down.
I know. Do it in the booth.
Do it in the recording booth. The toilet, obviously.
Yeah.
So he's gone into Congo. He's gone +4s. So +4s was our first entry into the BLACKBOOK files last week. It's up at Caulfield this week. He's very excited. Be good to see how that goes. I'm glad we're following them and we're tracking them. So they'll probably have a win because I'm not having a bet in any other race this week. So I mean, Melbourne might slot in there.
Yeah, mate. Why not? Make an exception just this week.
G'day punters, overs and unders. With me this week, we'll stick at Randwick, we'll go through the shorties, I'll give you my assessed price, we'll compare that to the market, and let's see if we can have or find a few bets. So let's start off with race 3, number 4, Straight Aaron. I think the market has this relatively close. I think he will start a little bit shorter. Best price available currently, $2.10. That's with Ladbrokes, Neds, and our friends at BoomBet. I think he starts shorter than that. He was outstanding in the Carbine Club. Times were good for the day. That was over a mile. He steps up to a mile and a quarter, and I have him starting in the red. So if you like him, I think $2.10 is a decent price about him. Let's go to the Group 1 feature, Champagne Stakes. Fireburn is preparing to become the first filly in a long time to win the Triple Crown. Best price available about her is $1.62. That's with BoomBet. I have her marked $1.50. I think she is going to be seriously hard to beat, and the only thing that beats her is bad luck. The mile won't beat her. She will eat it up, and she has not gone over the top. She will be too good for them. $1.50. If you like her, $1.62. I don't think you get any better than that. I don't think the bookies will take her on Saturday. Let's move to the 5th race, number 2, Espiona. This is the one that I think is over the odds. Best price available is with TopSport and Unibet currently, and that is $1.85. I think she starts well into the black. She's 35 days between runs. She's tackling 1400 meters, which shouldn't be a problem, but the heavy surfaces. Chris Waller's been avoiding heavy surfaces with her, and I cannot for the life of me get her that short. Her best overall rating was on a soft 5 at Flemington. We're not going to get anywhere near that, even though the track is drying out currently. I think she is under the odds, and you'll definitely get black odds. I have a mark closer to $3. Let's move to the 6th race, Big Parade, number 3. Best price available currently with him is $1.86 with BoomBet. I think you will get a little bit better than that on Saturday. I thought he was outstanding first up in the Galaxy. He has been given a little bit of time to get over that run. He's been given 28 days, steps up to 1200 meters, which is more suitable distance for him, but he has let punters down in the past. When he has put up a big rating first up, he's deteriorated second up. So just be wary of that. When he's put in a below par effort first up, he's gone to a different level second up. So he hasn't been a horse in the past that has put multiple ratings together. So I would just be wary of him. I think that you will get black odds on Saturday. He's currently $1.86 with BoomBet. I do think you will get a little bit better than that on race day. Race 8, the feature race. This is one that I think is over the odds. I have in the Congo marked around $4. There is currently $5.50 available with multiple bookmakers for him. I think the market will trend towards him. He gets the absolute perfect setup. 1,200 meters last start, very slowly run race on a very heavy surface. They zipped home. That won't take anything out of him. 7 days later, he goes up to 1,400 meters. He's a Group 1 winner over 1,400 meters at Rose Hill. I know his top ratings are at Rose Hill, but he can bring that to Randwick. Last start, the rating wasn't as good as he did first up, but he wasn't given a chance to because he went too slow. He's a horse that can highball up front, he can absorb pressure, and he can kick off the back of that. So I have him going out hard. Tim Clark's the right man in the saddle. He'll go, he'll lead, he'll put the pressure on from a long way out, he'll get them off the bit, and he is going to be very hard to run down. So $5.50, absolute perfect setup. I think he starts closer to $4. So that is overs and unders with BJ this week for the massive all-age stakes day at Randwick on Saturday.
All right, mate, that's just about it for us. Before we go, so we were very excited for our race day. Remember, there was at the Gold Coast,
The Leg Up Cup,
Leg Up Handicap Cup, and you guys came up, and we had a big weekend, and it got called off because of the horrible weather. It has been moved to this weekend. It's now the Michael Costa Farewell Race Day.
for charity.
For charity. I think the first one was for charity. This one's for him. The charity one got cancelled.
Okay.
So our race is still on. I don't think we have a horse. I doubt we have a horse. We'd know if we had a horse running in it in our
Campo, get a horse in it.
Campo, get Diwali lights in it. It's a big weekend, not this weekend, the one after it. I know the Turf Club and everyone there is really up and about for Michael Costa Racing and their farewell. They're also very happy because Annabelle Neesham took over a lot of their boxes at MCR and
Wow.
Did you?
I didn't know that.
You said something a couple of weeks ago that you heard Annabelle was trying to get up into the Gold Coast. No? Maybe I did. One of us said something. So a lot of those staff stick around, so that's a really good win for them. So yeah, look, we're going to do a comp. You've got to be listening to the podcast. Obviously, you've got to be a part of members only because they're our crew. They're the guys that support us in and out every single week. We'll put something in there. We'll probably have about 2 or 3 seats to kind of raffle off, or we'll do a giveaway or share the potty or something like that. So if you're a members only and you're based on the sunny coast or Brisbane or Gold Coast or Northern New South Wales, and you can get down to the Goldie for the weekend, I'll come up with something over Easter and we'll pop something in there. You're going to fly up for it, big rig?
Mate, I'm a big hope.
You're a big hope.
I'm a big hope.
The big hope. The big hope himself is arriving. So that's it for us. I'm not sure if we've forgotten anything. We've had recordings sent in. We've had a busy day. A lot going on with the app, which we hopefully will be able to start updating you going forward from here. Appreciate your time, you big lap hog.
Oh, hang on. Blake sent me through a recording. It's about in the Congo.
It's a farewell.
It's about in the Congo. It's another 4 minutes.